Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Legendary here, and today people, I'm really excited because today we got some new Yami Marik support. This is really awesome. I've been waiting a long time for some new support for Marik, especially since I want to redo a duel. I want to do a duel with him on the channel. We want to do a duel with him on the channel at some point, and we were waiting for some new support. So hey, we just got it, so that's just amazing. So let's just hop right into it. So anyway, I'm going to be reviewing these cards in a bit of a different order. So it's not going to be in the order that it was released. It's going to be in the order that I think it makes sense for you guys to understand. Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with Reflector Slime. This is a level 4 water Aqua-Type monster with 500 attack, 500 defense. Its effect reads, during your main phase, you can special summon 2 slime tokens. Level 1, 500 attack, 500 defense, Aqua Water, obviously. Also, you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Divine Beast monsters, aka the Wind Dragon of Ra. During the battle phase, during either player's turn, quick effect, you can tribute this card. Set 1 Metal Reflect Slime directly from your hand, deck, or graveyard to your spell and trap card zone. Also, it can be activated this turn. So that's really cool. Basically, this is all a reference, as you guys can see in the picture here. It's a reference to the whole summoning the slime tokens and stuff, but they made it into a monster, and they made it so as soon as you summon it, you can special summon it. Special summon 2 tokens, so now you have 3 tributes. Now the only issue with that is you can't normal special summon monsters except for an Egyptian god card, so that's great. But the problem with this card also is that you already used up your normal summon to summon it, so now you need an extra card so that you can tribute this all 3 of the monsters off, the 2 tokens plus this card, so you can summon the Winged Dragon of Ra. But that's okay because the next card is going to fix this. But before we get to the next card, its second effect is really cool because it searches Metal Reflect Slime and then allows you to activate it right away from your hand, deck, or graveyard, doesn't matter, which is good because it goes into the fusion card that we'll get into later, which is the Egyptian God card Slime that they actually made. But we'll get into that card and that effect later. So that's Reactor Slime. I really like this card, really good card, very solid. Just gives you all the tributes that you need for Ra right away. And right now we're going to get into the spell card that kind of makes this all work together. Alright, next up we got the normal spell card called the Ancient Chant. Beautiful artwork, gorgeous artwork. It's a reference to the chant that you need to say to unlock the spear mode and go into the Winged Dragon of Ra. Its effect reads, add 1 the Winged Dragon of Ra from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Really great, you can search out your god card and bring it back from the grave. And if you do, during your main phase this turn, you could tribute summon 1 monster in addition to your normal summon / set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. So that's the effect right there. So that's why I reviewed Reactor Slime first, because you summon Reactor Slime, you activate its effect, you summon 2 tokens, then you activate Ancient Chat, you tribute all 3 of them, and then you summon your Egyptian God card, which is obviously going to be Ra. And then its second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard, and if you tribute summon the Winged Dragon of Ra this turn, after you resolve this effect, its original attacking effects become the original attack and defense of the monsters tributed for this tribute summon. So basically this is awesome because it gives the TCG effect of Ra its anime effect. Obviously we use on this channel we use the anime effect anyway, but this is cool because if you want to use the TCG version of him, now this gives it its anime effect. So if you're able to summon 3 monsters on the field and tribute them off, he'll gain attack points equal to the combined attack and defense of the monsters you tributed. So that's awesome reference to the anime. I'm glad they put that in there, so that way if you want to use TCG Ra, you still can. But yeah, I really like this card, very epic, just allows you to do it. So go into Reactor Slime, summon your 3 tokens. Obviously, if you end up summoning Ra with this card, he would only have to have 1500 attack because the slime tokens only have 500 attack each, plus Reactor Slime. So that wouldn't work. But for other situations, if you have 3 monsters on the field, you already used up your normal summon, you have 3 powerful monsters, you activate this, you tribute summon all 3 of your monsters to summon Ra, and you gain the attack. So I really love this card. Very good card. Alright, next up we are going to be talking about the Egyptian God Slime. So this is a water Aqua-Type fusion, level 10, 3000 attack, 3000 defense point monster. You need 1 Aqua-Type monster, so in other words Revival Gem, or Reactor Slime, plus 1 level 10 water monster. So that's why you activate the second effect of Reactor Slime, which allows you to set Metal Reflector Slime from the hand, deck, or graveyard, set it and activate it right away, because Metal Reflect Slime is a level 10 trap monster on the field. So you use that and then you fuse that with a Revival Jam, just like in the anime, to summon this. So Its effect reads, must first be either fusion summoned or special summoned from your extra deck by tributing one Aqua-Type monster with 0 attack. Obviously that means Metal Reflect Slime or whatever. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects except this card. Also, their monsters cannot target monsters for attacks except this card. So yeah, it basically gives your Egyptian God card protection. Not just your Egyptian God card, but all monsters you control. So they have to get rid of the God Slime first before going for your other monsters. So you have to kill the God Slime first before you get to the Egyptian God card or any of the other monsters. So that's really cool. And then on top of that, it acts as 3 tributes. So if so this is a second way to summon Ra instead of doing the 3 slime token thing. So it's up to you. You have 2 different ways of doing it. So I'm glad the new support gave you more than one way of doing it. So yeah, that's the fusion. Really cool. I'm really happy they made this card. Amazing artwork. Next up, we got a new monster called Guardian Slime. This is a water Aqua-Type level 10 monster, 0 attack, 0 defense. If you take battle or effect damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. During damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can have this card gain defense equal to the opponent's monster's attack during damage calculation only. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can add 1 spell trap card that specifically lists the Winged Dragon of Ra in its text from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Guardian Slime once per turn. So I really like this card because it's a defensive card for Marik. He really needs some defense, and this is some good. Well, I mean, he has Mirror Force and other stuff, so he's not that bad on defense. But this is a really good hand trap type of effect where if you take battle or effect damage, you can just special summon this card. Obviously, if they're trying to direct attack you or whatever, they attack into this instead. And then this monster's defense becomes the attack of that monster. So basically, since they both have the same stat, this monster isn't destroyed. So it acts as a good defensive wall. Is that effect once per turn? Let me see. You can only use each effect once per turn. So yeah, so the defense effect is only once per turn as well. So you can't keep spamming that. And then its last effect is really amazing because you could just, once it's used for fusion materials to summon your Egyptian God Slime, you could add 1 spell trap card that specifically lists the Wind Dragon of Ra. So you could add Ancient Chant or the 2 other new Ra cards that we'll get into, which is a spell and a trap card. But yeah, God Slime, I really like it. It's a good defensive card. It allows you to have a level 10 Aqua fusion material right away to summon your God Slime. And then on top of that, allows you to search out one of your Wind Dragon of Ra spell or trap cards. So really solid card right there. I like that too. So far, so good. Alright, next up we got the continuous spell card, Millennium Revelation. You can send 1 Divine Beast monster, aka Ra, from your hand to the graveyard. Add 1 Monster Reborn from your deck or graveyard to your hand. You can send this face-up card from your spell trap card zone to the graveyard this turn. You could special summon the Wind Dragon of Ra from your graveyard with Monster Reborn, ignoring its summoning conditions, but you must send it to the graveyard during the end phase of this turn. You can only use each effect of Millennium Revelation once per turn. So I really like this card too. This is a very good reference to the duel, to basically all of Marik's duels, but more specifically the final duel with Atem in Battle City Finals. In Marik's duel against Atem, he just kept sending Ra to the graveyard and bringing it back with Monster Reborn to trigger its effect and keep using the Phoenix form and all that stuff. So that's what he did. He just kept spamming that over and over and over again. It was actually really funny to watch. I really enjoyed that duel a lot. But yeah, so this is an awesome reference to that. So it just allows you to send your Ra straight to the graveyard, and then allows you to Monster Reborn it from the graveyard right away, ignoring its summoning conditions, which is good. But then obviously it would die during the end phase. So because the TCG effect of Ra can't be special summoned, it can only be normal summoned. So that's why it has to ignore the summoning conditions. But yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. It just allows you to bring back Ra, and then trigger its effect. So then the final card we have here is a continuous trap called One with the Sun God. So this kind of works hand in hand with Millennium Revelation. If you control a monster whose original name is the Winged Dragon of Ra, you can activate this card the turn it was set. So that's really good. During the main phase, you can pay life points so that you only have 100 left. 1 special summon the Winged Dragon of Ra you control gains attack and defense equal to the amount of life points that you paid, aka his effect. Once per turn, you contribute 1 to Winged Dragon of Ra, gain life points equal to the attack it had on the field. You cannot activate these effects in the same chain. I'm not sure if that's a quick effect or not. It doesn't say quick effect, so I don't think it's something you can activate during either player's turn. I'm not really sure. I have to check on the wording. You guys can correct me on that in the comment section and let me know. Is this something I can activate at any point in time? It doesn't say quick effect, but it's a trap card, so I get confused with that sometimes. But if it is a quick effect, that would be great, because then you could pay your life points to gain attack, then you could attack, and then you could tribute off your Raw to gain all your life points back. So I like this card because it's a reference to the anime as well, because in the anime, Raw had so many different effects, and basically you could pay your life points to gain attack, and you could also take those life points back from Raw's attack and defense. So it allows you to do it both ways. So I like this because it's a really cool reference to that. But yeah, so far these cards are really great. I kind of explained how each of these cards work. You know, you go into Reactor Slime, you summon your tokens, you activate Ancient Chant, you summon your Winged Dragon of Ra, or you could just summon Egyptian God Slime, you fuse that, and then you tribute it off to summon Ra, and then it would have 3,000 attack points. Or you could just summon 3 different individual monsters, tribute those off with Ancient Chant, so that you could summon your Winged Dragon of Ra with a bunch more attack points. So I like these cards. The reason I like these cards is because one, it has they all have good synergy. They all give Ra the anime effects that they took away from it, making it more powerful. It's still not perfect, but it's better. And also, they just made it so it's easier to summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, which is very hard to summon in Marriage decks sometimes. To get 3 monsters on the field is very difficult to tribute it off to summon Ra, even with its anime effect, which can be special summoned. But Reactor Slime, Ancient Chant, and Egyptian God Slime basically make it super easy to summon the Winged Dragon of Ra, and then the other support cards just help the Winged Dragon of Ra be brought back from the graveyard and do all its anime shenanigans that it did in the final duel against Attempt. So really cool reference and callbacks, really good effects. I love every single one of these cards. I think they're all really good. They're all amazing. They all are so good for it. Obviously, these aren't broken. These aren't overly competitive, but it's just, it helps. It helps make it more fun. And for a character deck, forget it. You draw these cards and you're going to have a fun time. So I can't wait to use these cards in a duel someday. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy me reviewing and analyzing Marik's new support cards. I really like these. I hope they keep doing this. Another villain I'm really hoping that they make support for is Vector from Zale. I really hope they make him some support, because his deck is not very good. He needs new Umbro monsters that are a lot faster. He needs new cards that help him summon his ace number monster faster and rank it up and stuff like that. His deck is just very convoluted and all over the place. So I'm looking forward for some Vector support, and as well as the other variants. But I'm looking forward for Vector because I really want to do that Yami Marik versus Vector duel in the future. And now that we have Marik support, that's great, but we still need Vector support to really make that duel more epic. But we'll see what happens. Also, one more thing, there is one more support card for Marik that has not been revealed yet. Once we do that, maybe I will do a review on it, but it's just one card, so I might not. I might just do like a post on the community tab, and I'll give my quick thoughts on it and stuff. But we'll see. If there's more than one, then I will do a video. But if it's just one more card, then I won't probably do a video, and I'll just give my thoughts on the community tab. But yeah, there's one card left. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha!